Hey, what's going on, everybody? Looks like we are officially live. Want to welcome everybody to the masterclass. I am going to give everybody one more minute to get on. I see a few of you still getting on here. Super excited to have everybody here. If you can hear me, though, please put a 1 in the chat box. Just want to make sure you can see the screen and you can also hear me good. While you're doing that, let me know where you're from. I'd love to know where you guys are watching. This is our Client Systems Masterclass. We'll be talking about attracting and closing high-ticket clients. More clients, more revenue, more impact, more freedom. And I promise you, this is going to be one of the best masterclasses that you've ever sat through. I promise you that. You can hold me to that because all of you are here for a reason. As we get into this, it's a beautiful, beautiful day here in West Virginia. And again, I'm super excited that you're able to make it, and I promise you every second that you're here is going to be worth your time. Looks like you guys and girls can hear me. Texas, I love that. Washington, Florida, St. Louis, Morgantown. Oh, Morgantown, is that Morgantown, West Virginia? Cool. Georgia. Oh, wow, England. Cool. So we have a global audience. Okay, look, I just want you to know before we start, if you pay attention, if you take notes and listen, you're going to walk away with the exact system we're using to attract and close high-ticket clients. Every masterclass, every webinar, every video training tutorial, they all usually end in the same way, trying to sell you something. I promise you guys and girls, you can hold me to it. I am not selling anything on this. I promise you. I am here to give you value. That is the main goal. I want you to be successful. That's why I took the time to do this. I want to help you by teaching you our battle-tested, proven system that we have validated over and over again. And teach you how to attract your perfect clients. So we are going to officially get into this. Who's this for? I don't want nobody wasting their time. This is for experts, coaches, consultants, speakers, offers, service providers, anybody else that serves clients. If you are someone that makes money from your expertise, this is for you. I want you to really think about this. How would this change your life if you could consistently have the ability to generate $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $50,000 a month, even more from your knowledge, without having to hire anybody else, without big expenses, without overhead, anything to that nature? What if you could consistently make this every single month? How would that change your life? How would that impact your life? Over the next 45 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how that type of monthly income is possible. And it is, I promise you. And you know what? It's not as hard as you think it is to get there. But I'm going to show you the exact way we do it. How our team, our clients, our students are using this same system that you're going to be learning today to hit revenue and business goals. Now, you're going to also learn how to attract huge amounts of targeted qualified leads. You know, lead generation is super, super important. If you don't, you know now. And having the ability to have a system that can qualify your leads. I want you to think about that. Think about all the time you're wasting right now talking to the wrong people. And what if you could implement a system on autopilot that by the end of somebody going through that system, guess what? They're on the phone. They're ready to invest in what you have to offer. That's powerful. And I can't wait to show you how. So I want to also show you how to find your perfect clients. Find more of them by actually working less. And it's true. A lot of people think that the more you make, the more you work. But I promise you, that's a fabricated lie. That is not true. If you look at the biggest companies in the world, they grow, but they're working less. They're building leverage, which we'll be talking about. But right now, you're overworked. You're struggling to get clients. That's a tough position to be in. And even when you invest more time, you're not getting the results on the other end. I get it. We're going to fix that. But the key to success is a high valued service with high quality clients. You have to have two. You can't have one or the other. You need both. Also, we're going to be covering the exact same system we use to create 6 and 7 figure client businesses. I want you to know, not only is this validated, it's actually a repeatable process, which is big because guess what? That means you could be consistent. And that's what you are not doing right now, right? You're not consistent. You can't get consistent leads. You can't get consistent clients. And you can't get consistent revenue because you don't have a repeatable process. That's the way to more consistent leads, more consistent sales. Guess what? More impact, more clients, more money for you. And as if we needed a bonus, because I promise what you're learning today will change your life. So please, please pay attention. Turn everything off. Pay attention. But I also want to give you a gift. I want to give you mass amounts of value. So I'm giving you the exact copy of our client attraction funnel. The same one we are using right now to be a mid 6-figure business. How cool is that, right? I want you to know why this is different. Why is this masterclass different than anything that you've watched before? For number one, I'm not teaching theory. And that's super, super important. I'm not teaching theory. What you are learning is a proven process that I have validated time and time again. Again, it's a repeatable process. You're also going to learn the exact mistakes you're making. And we're going to turn that around and also give you the solution that you need. And again, like I said earlier, I'm absolutely selling nothing. So you don't have to worry about that. At the end of the webinar, you don't have to buy anything. Now, before we get any further, I want to make sure I'm not wasting anybody's time. Because if you're not a right fit, what I'm about to say to you is not going to make sense. It's not going to relate. So if it doesn't, take off. Don't waste your time. But if it makes sense, then this masterclass is for you and it can change your life. So how many of you are struggling right now to create freedom? This is the same thing you've been seeking, right? None of us started a business to work all the time and struggle to make it. We didn't do it. You want to help more people. You want to have a greater impact. The money is always a byproduct of helping more people, right? As you help more people, you make more money. That's what it's all about. But it's been difficult for you. We're going to change that today. I promise you, we're going to change that. And it's not going to be difficult anymore. And we are going to help you get the freedom that you sought after when you first started your business. Now, how many of you are actually tired of starting over every new month? Tired of not being able to bring on new clients when you need them, when you want them? How many of you are in that scenario right now? You may have a good month, right? You may have a good month, but guess what happens the next month? You have to start fulfilling that client work. So you're busy fulfilling all this work and you don't have time to do your prospecting. And you go from a $10,000 month to a $2,000 month. A $5,000 month to a $1,500 month. How many of you are in that boat right now? Now, how many of you are tired of wasting time? Like you literally know you're wasting time because you're talking to prospects that actually have no interest in hiring you. How many of you are in this scenario right now? What about those that don't even have the money to hire you? That That is like one of the worst feelings in the world, right? I've struggled with this a lot. Like, how many times have you heard, well, this costs too much, or I don't have the money, or maybe like, I'll think about it. Just give me some time. There's actually a way you could totally flip this around where you are only talking to your most qualified prospects. How cool is that? How would that impact you if you had the ability to do that? It's exactly what we talked about earlier. Having the ability to qualify somebody automatically just by the steps that they're taking. That's the power of the system that you are going to be learning today. Now, how many of you feel stuck? Like, no matter what you do, you have no control. You're not sure what to do next. And at this point, you don't even know what to do. How many of you are right there right now? How many of you actually feel like giving up? Like maybe this is the last masterclass. This is your last opportunity to learn something, or you're going to have to close shop. How many of you are in that scenario right now? The only good news about that is what you learned today, you'll never have to feel that way again. But you can't give up. You can't give up. Look, I've been there. It took me 8 years to reach that burnout level. 8 years. Imagine that. 8 years of doing things the wrong way, the hard way, the 60, 70, 80 hours a week way. You don't want to do that. But good news, and there is a lot of good news, we can fix that. And how many of you feel like you just can't do it? Like you actually set the goals. You try to hit them, like specific income goals. But even when you work more, you always fall short. That was me. That was me too. I remember always putting in the effort. And I know you're probably putting in like 150%. But just no matter what, it just always happens you fall short. If these do relate with you, if these do actually make sense, if these actually describe you, I have good news. No, check that. I have awesome news. None of these are your real problems. Imagine that. Instead, the only reason you're having these problems is because you don't have the transitions in place that we're going to be covering today. How cool is that? None of these are real problems. These are problems I thought I had too. But come to find out, it was because I didn't have the 5 transitions in my business. That's crystal clear clarity for you. If everything has made sense to this point, this is your way out. Now, these transitions, they are key to making more money, to becoming an industry leader, being a master of your time, clients looking for you instead of you chasing the clients. It's reliability and consistency. It's total control over your business, the ability to grow and scale. And it's qualified prospects that are ready to invest in you. You need to know that these 5 transitions are the key to hitting 100,000 a year, then 100,000 a month. For those of you that want to get to 6 figures a month, this is how you're going to do it. So before we get too deep, I just want to quickly do a recap and kind of go over who I am before we get in. My name is Richard Hell, and I am the founder of teachingonlinebusiness.com. I know I didn't talk about that much earlier, just to give you a little bit of background, because it matters who you learn from. For me, I've been 11 plus years in marketing. I started my career in SEO and social media marketing, Then I began teaching. I have consulted for brands such as Adobe, Nike, Scrivenet, Thought Transformation. I'm responsible for more than $40 million in revenue growth and growing. I'm the founder of Hell Associations, Richard Hell Media, and Teaching Online Business. I've actually had the opportunity and very grateful to work along some of the biggest names in the industry. And I've invested over $200,000 in mentors, in coaches, in masterminds to keep leveling up. It's so important that you continue leveling up with your knowledge. And during my career, I have created 18 seven-figure businesses, and I've created 52 six-figure businesses, and we're always improving on those numbers. But again, just wanted to give a quick brief about me and kind of why I'm doing this. Again, I want to help you, but today it's all about you, and it's about these 5 transitions. There's only 5 of them between you and the business you want, the freedom you want, the income that you want, the consistency you want, the impact you want, and most importantly, the life you want. Today, you're going to learn about the client attraction model. And honestly, it's an unfair advantage because there's no other system right now in the marketplace more powerful than what you're going to learn today. Right now, you don't have enough clients. You don't have enough opportunities. Your income is not consistent. The time, it doesn't justify the income. You're working way too many hours and not making enough money on the other side. You're working too much for too little, and you're not hitting your goals and milestones. That's where the client attraction model comes in. Now, this is super, super important because right now, many of you are with this model on the left. You're doing social media. You're doing networking and groups and forums and marketing and ads, and you're doing all these different things, and you're driving that traffic to your funnels, to your websites, and different things like that. But I promise you, that's the wrong way to do it. That's the kind of the old way. The new way is with the client attraction model. And you can clearly see what happens here. We drive the traffic into our system, and then we send it to the website or our assets or our funnels. They go through our system first. That's a big, big change. Notice we're still doing the same things as we were in the old model, but now we're using the client attraction model. This system that you're going to be learning today. We're driving people in this system, and what comes out on the other end is a prospect that is ready to work with you all the way. Okay? And we'll show you everything in this system and what takes place as we talk about the 5 transitions. Now, this system, there's no other system that's on the market right now as powerful as this one. It's literally a day and a night difference. Again, it's your unfair advantage. This is your opportunity to finally get above your competitors. It's easy versus hard. It's systems versus time. It's dependability versus guessing. Control versus chaos. And winning versus losing. Super, super important. So let's go ahead and get into the first transition. One result. If you're writing notes, make sure you put these transitions down. Hopefully you've been taking notes longer, but number one result. Here's what I want you to remember. You can't be the master of everything. I know some of you think you're awesome, and you are awesome, by the way. All of you are awesome. You have skills that other people don't have. You have special abilities. But even the best, the masters that are out there, they only have enough time to focus on their craft. They focus on the one thing it is that they do. If you are working way too much right now in your business, it's because you're not focused on this one result that you can deliver. Many of you are trying to do way too much. So it's time for you to choose what you are going to focus on. And I want you to choose the one result that you are a master in. I guarantee you this picture makes sense. Because this is what we do when we struggle to get clients. We put all this effort in because we're trying to do way too much in our business. Our business is complex because we made it that way. But I'm here to tell you, simple is not only better, it's more efficient. You can't do it all. That's what the bottom line is. What do people that know a little bit about this and that earn? I want you to think about it. Let's talk about an example. Think about your basic nose, ears, and throat doctor, right? He does a little bit of this and that. He's the type of doctor that you can go to, and he knows a little bit about everything. But when it comes down to what he's making, it's not as much as compared to a master of their craft. Let's say a brain surgeon, right? What does a brain surgeon focus on? Brain surgery. That's all he focuses on. That's why he's mastered his craft, because all his attention is focused in that one area, the one result that he knows that he can deliver to his clients. Think about that. That's why he makes bank. That's why he's able to make so much money. Choosing the priority focus of what you will now concentrate on in your business is a huge transition. When I went from being the all-in-one marketing guy to solely focusing on helping coaches, consultants, and experts grow and scale their business, that's when everything changed for me. That's when everything's going to change for you. When you decide to quit trying to do everything and focus on the one awesome thing that you can do that gives people that awesome result they're looking for. It is a huge transition that must take place. You master what you do best. By becoming the master of your one result, you'll go from chasing clients to clients chasing you. See, here's the bottom line. You get paid for the value of the results you give to your clients. When we're talking about high earning experts, you know what they don't do? They never trade their time for money. Never. And if you're trading your time for money right now, you have to stop. You have to stop right now. It is not the way to do it. You need to get paid for the value of the results you are giving your clients. So please, please, please quit trading your time for money. If you're still doing this, you have to stop. I want you to think about the biggest names in your industry. They don't trade their time for money. Neither should you. Again, they charge by the value of the results they can deliver. And I know some of you saw high ticket, right? You're probably like, well, I don't charge high ticket. Well, you should. Because if you are delivering a result that changes someone's life, you deserve to be paid for that. So let me give you a few examples. If you're a relationship coach and you just saved a 35-year marriage from divorce, how much is that worth? To me, it's priceless. That is a high ticket offer. Let's talk about the weight loss coach. The weight loss coach comes in, helps somebody lose 60 pounds that was obese and close to probably a heart attack. And by doing so, he's gave this person possibly 5 more years of life. 10, maybe even 15, 20 more years of life. How much is that worth? You'll have to excuse me, I'm passionate about these things. But I want you to know you're worth it. You're absolutely worth a high ticket price. Maybe not everybody, but if you're delivering results to your clients, you should always base it on the value, not the time it takes. That's irrelevant. Because I'll tell you what your client wants is results. We all want results. We don't care about the benefits. We don't care about the features. We don't care. Well, some of us care how long it takes. But you get my drift. It's all about the value. I don't even care about the time. If I know I can work with somebody for $10,000, I give them $10,000, and within a year they're going to make me $100,000. That's a smart investment, right? We would do it any time. Quit trading time for money. You make sure from now on, if you learn just one thing from this masterclass, don't trade your time for money. You deserve better. Now, if you've been focused on the features and benefits and the process and all the goodies inside, and you haven't been clear about the results that you can deliver, you've probably been turning away your best clients. Those that will actually charge for the results that they deliver. You will always make times 50 more than those of you that trade time for your money. Let's talk about transition number 2. Everyone is not a potential client. Here's the bottom line. You need to stop helping everybody right now. You need to make a commitment to yourself to stop. Don't do it anymore. From here on out, you only help your target clients. You're going to start helping that one person. That's your ideal client. When you start to focus on your ideal clients only, you're going to create a very specific message. If you've not been focused on your client avatar, I guarantee you your message is off. And if you've been struggling, that's probably why. Because getting your client avatar right, that's the very first step in any marketing. That's step number 1. And if you get it wrong, unfortunately, everything else that follows is wrong too. This is why we focus on our ideal clients only. And by doing so, you create this on-point message that only attracts those who would actually make a great fit for your business. And what do we focus on? Pain and problem. Because when you have a major pain or a major problem that you can solve, that is a high ticket offer. So when you can focus on solving a major problem or a major pain that your ideal clients need solved, this is where you can demand a premium price. So the question is, what's your worth? If you're not charging high ticket for your services, what do you think that's actually telling your best prospect? And a lot of you make this mistake and you don't even know about it. Let me tell you what it says. It says, I'm not the best at what I do. It says, I'm not confident of the results that I can give you. And the value of my service is minimal at best. And you do not want this. You do not want this. Your value and what you can charge is always going to be in line with the results that you can deliver to your clients. And when this pain and problem is big enough, you can demand a high ticket price. So for those of you that wasn't sure about why I was saying high ticket price, if you're solving a big enough problem or pain, that's worth a lot of money. Again, you do not value your service based on how much time you have in it. You just don't. Experts don't do that. Experts don't do that, and I know you're an expert. You know your thing. You are a master of whatever it is that you do. You deserve to be paid what you're worth. And for those of you that have been undercharging, once you get this system in place that we're going through, things are going to change. When you understand the big pain and you understand the big problem that you're solving for your perfect clients, you're finally going to realize you are worth charging a premium price. And that's the bottom line. When I understood this, it immediately gave me clarity. And I use the same example. If I'm a relationship coach and I help save somebody's 35-year marriage, how much is that actually worth? Think about it. If you solve a big enough pain and problem, you're worth charging high ticket. And I hope you do. I hope today you change your price. So, transition number 3. Your marketing system. Super, super important. When you understand the high value results that you can give your clients and the exact person that needs what you have to offer, this is when you can package a solution that they're going to gladly pay you for. Now, your system. The great thing about the client attraction system is it builds relationships. It builds connections and endless opportunities. Your marketing system, it needs this. It has to give value. It has to build rapport. It has to build trust. And it has to position you as the go-to expert. And this is when we are educating our target audience on the pain, the problem, or even the desire. We educate it, and our system does this on autopilot. The whole conversation that must take place can be automated, and it can be automated in a sincere way, not just to automate so you are completely hands off. That's not what it's all about. We deliver value, and we can do so automatically. So what is this marketing attraction system? Well, there's a lot of different things that you can use. You can use webinar, video, PDF, download, a VIP membership, contests, guides, tutorials. There's no right or wrong here. Now, with that being said, as you can see, we love using webinars. Webinars give us an opportunity to share and give value to our target audience, just like I'm doing right now. But it's not the only thing you can use. You can use video. And as you can see, there's a lot of different things that you can use in your marketing system. The whole point of your marketing system is to get people in the top of the funnel. So as you see in the example, we have the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, the bottom of the funnel. But we are focused on the top of the funnel. And this is where we build awareness and we build interest. We focus on being helpful, competent, and a valuable member to the community that you're building. Then we build interest. How do we build interest? Nurturing the relationship. Once somebody gets into your marketing system, it's not good just to have them in there and nothing taking place. You have to build a relationship with your audience. And fortunately for us, in using this system, we can do it on autopilot. We can build a sincere relationship with our potential clients. A great marketing system, it's going to consistently bring you new leads. Consistently gives value. consistently builds trust and rapport. It's going to consistently educate, consistently positions you as the expert, and consistently moves prospects to become leads, leads to become clients. And if it's not obvious, what are we doing? We are being consistent. That is correct. We are being consistent day in, day out. So the ingredients in your system, again, there's no right or wrong answer. For us, we have 5 main ingredients: webinar, video, podcast, Facebook, and YouTube. This is our ingredients. Your ingredients may be different, and that's fine. Again, the focus is the top of the funnel, because once you have that name and email, you can use email marketing software and you're able to automate and build that relationship. Yours may look different. Every industry is going to be different in some sense. But no, this marketing system is super, super, super important, and it must be in place. The right marketing system builds leads and trust. Trust is everything. Now, we're not selling false hope, false results. We're being authentic, and we're treating our clients with the highest level of respect. We're just utilizing the system to do it automatically, so we don't have to spend hours and hours every day within this system working. Again, we talk about leverage a lot. And what happens? This is a screenshot. We had a $52,000 day in sales. This is how powerful your marketing system can be when everything's in place. Your marketing system, it gives you a stage, a platform that attracts your perfect client. That's what it's all about. Now, transition number 4. This is a big one. Again, I hope you guys and girls, you're taking notes, because this is the one that changed everything for us. And we call it the control. We knew we wanted a system that would be able to give us control, right? Right now, you don't have control. You don't have control over the number of clients. You don't have control over your leads. You don't have control over your revenue. That's a bad position to be in. That's why you want this control. And this is why paid traffic became a part of our strategy, and I hope it does for you too, because this is what control looks like. How many of you have seen an on and off switch? Right? Probably everybody. I want you to think about something. With the right system in place, if you could just flip the switch when you needed more clients and you turn on the controls, how would that transform your business? You see, when we have this, and we know we can turn this on and deliver targeted paid traffic to our assets, to our offer, whatever it may be, all we have to do is flip a switch, and we're on, and we can get new clients. How would that transform your business if you had the opportunity to do that? Imagine when you need new clients, you turn the switch on. That's powerful, right? That's the control. It doesn't get any better than that. So we leverage paid traffic. Now, we leverage Facebook ads. But let me make something clear. It could be LinkedIn ads. It could be YouTube ads. It could be Google ads. It all depends on your business. For us, Facebook ads make sense. For many of you, Facebook ads will make sense. But I'm able to target my high quality prospects with my client attraction system. It's simple, and again, I control the results. And that's what makes this so fun. Like right now, we're getting a 10-to-1 return. For every dollar we put in, we get 10 back. If I need more revenue, all I gotta do is flip the switch. If I need less, then I can turn it off. Here's the thing, earlier this year, I took off for 2 weeks. This is the first time in 11 years that I took off for 2 weeks and not been involved in my business. 2 weeks completely away. Now, if you took 2 weeks off right now, would your business still be running? Well, if you had this system in place, it would be. But to my point, before I left, I turned my system off, and I knew that would shut down everything. That's full control. And I took 2 weeks off, and as soon as I got back, I flipped the switch, and everything started back. We started bringing in leads again, and started bringing in clients. 2 weeks, didn't have to do nothing. That's the power of this system. Why would we use paid traffic? Well, it gives you control of the input and output. Not only is it reliable, it's scalable. It's also the fastest way for you to reach your target audience. And it's also the fastest way to automate your idea and to automate. That's why we leverage traffic, paid traffic specifically. And once you've built your client attraction system, you can leverage the automation and funnel in the highest of your prospect, the most qualified prospects. And again, it's done automatically. The system itself can weed out your top prospects. And then this is what you get. We are getting applications every single day from people that want to work with us. Every single day this happens. If we want to slow it down, we just turn it off. Imagine every day you get an application from people that want to work with you. See, we use this application model as a qualifier. So by using this, we tell our prospects, you need to fill out an application before we'll ever sit down and talk to you. But by doing this, we're able to get specific information about them. And this is super, super effective. We are able to see exactly where this person is and whether we want to take a phone call with them or not. But by the time you get the application, most of these people are already sold on what it is that you do. The last transition that you need is automation. How would you feel to wake up with a pile of new applications from qualified prospects every single day of the week? It's about leverage. At the end of the day, you only have 24 hours a day. You're limited by time. However, when you have these 5 transitions in your business, your limitations are lifted. You get mass leverage. It's all about building mass leverage with little effort. Now, it's really not work hard versus work smart. I don't care to work hard. I will gladly put my time in. But I would rather work smarter than harder. You already know how to work hard. Many of you are working 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week right now. It's time to work smarter. And that's what leverage gives you. You need it. All the biggest companies in the world do this. They build mass leverage. And this is the best diagram to do it, because this is exactly what leverage gives you. It gives you the ability to make a lot more money by doing less work. And if you're tired of this struggle, if you're tired of it, you need help, right? While you can bust through a 6-figure year, that wouldn't be no problem to hit $100,000 with not the greatest business. It's true. You can hit 6 figures a year, for sure. However, if you want to hit 6 figures a month, you have to have the right systems in your business. Now, here's the big kick. We call this the qualifier. What we do to get those applications is we tell our prospects to take action. And by doing so, our prospects qualify themselves. How cool is that? That's powerful. We don't have to push them. We don't have to be salesy. We don't have to do none of these marketing or sales gimmicks. It's not about that. We don't want to sign up somebody using this persuasion techniques. We really don't. We want to sign somebody up because they want to work with us. They've heard our message. They've watched this webinar. They know we know what we're talking about and we can help them. That's the people I want filling out my application. I don't want no sales trick or anything like that. I don't need that. This is how our system automatically qualifies people. And that's a huge gold nugget, is we make them make the first move. If you want to work with us, you do this. It's as simple as that. Not everybody's going to take us up on it, but guess what? The people that do, they're qualifying themselves. And we have many qualifiers in this system that you're learning today. Here's the truth. Burnout is real. I can't tell you how many client business owners I've seen lose everything because they don't have a sustainable system in their business. But the good news is the client attraction system is exactly what you need to hit your income goals while working less. And these are the results that our clients are getting, right? We're talking about months over $200,000. And again, you saw the one $52,000 in sales in one day. These are all real results that this system has allowed our clients to get. So if you're still trading your time for money, stop. I want to show you what your potential is. Once you start charging what you're worth, the possibilities are limitless. For example, if you charge $5,000 a month and you only got 4 new clients, guess where that's going to put you? $20,000 a month. If you get 8 new clients, guess where that's going to put you? $40,000 a month. And if you want a 6-figure month, that's only 20 new clients at $5,000 a month. That's what we would consider high ticket. But you could charge $10,000 and you could get to $20,000 a month with 2 new clients. You could get $40,000 a month with 4 new clients, or $100,000 a month with 10 new clients. With 30 days and a system like this, don't you think that you'd be able to get at least 2 new clients? Think about it. Your potential is off the charts. You just didn't know it. How are you generating qualified leads right now? I want you to think about, how are you generating qualified leads right now? With our system in your business, you can control everything. You haven't had control up to this point. All you need to do is get these transitions in place that we've discussed. Now, as promised, we talked about how you can hit your income goals. We talked about attracting masses of new leads, how to get more clients while actually working less, how to qualify your best prospects so it delivers the very best clients to work with, and the exact system we use to hit 6 to 7 figures. This is what we talked about, the 5 transitions. Number 1, focusing on one result, the best result that you can deliver to your clients. We talked about one ideal client. This is our PCA, the perfect client avatar. Focusing only on this one client avatar. Number 3, the marketing system. We can include the messaging with this, the webinar, video funnel, using these assets to build trust, to build reliability, to build authority with our target audience. Number 4, using the control. That's our on and off switch. When we want more clients, we use paid traffic because it's easy to leverage. All we have to do is set up a campaign, and in 10 minutes, guess what we have? We have targeted traffic to our website. It's just like turning an on and off switch. It's incredible. And number 5, automation. Having the right systems and leverage in your business. This is all you need to double, times 5, times 10, your current revenue. And most of all, this is how you get more freedom and impact. So if you guys and girls are interested, and if you're wondering if we can help you, we've actually cleared a part of our schedule for the rest of the week so we can actually spend some time talking to you. Now, this costs absolutely nothing, and we would be talking about implementing the same strategies we talked about today. Now, look, I don't want you to hesitate. All we're doing is having a conversation. And I know this for a fact. It can be super beneficial to have outside eyes looking at your business. This is something we do all the time, and we've been doing this for years for ourselves and also for our clients. It's not uncommon for experts to walk away from that one phone call and immediately start making more money. I want you to know that. That's happened time and time again. It actually happens a lot. And again, we love working with them. We want to help you get there faster and hitting the goals that you set out. So for those of you that are still here right now, I want you to think about this. Are you satisfied with the results that you have? That's what I want to know. Are you satisfied? If the answer is no, then you should probably get help. I want to ask you another question. Are you happy in your business right now? If the answer is no, I want you to book a call with us. Schedule a breakthrough strategy. All you have to do is go to teachingonlinebusiness.com/BIP. Here's another thing I want you to ask yourself. Are you absolutely sure you're going to book 5 clients this month? Or 10 clients? Are you absolutely sure? Are you absolutely sure that you're going to make 30,000 this month? Think about it. If the answer is no, you need to book a call. And we'll show you how to get there. All you got to do is fill out an application, schedule a time to talk, and really let us help you implement the system that we talked about. It's that simple. And if not today, when are you going to get help? At some point, you're going to have to decide that your business is not growing. It's not growing at the rate you want it to grow, and you know this. That's why you're still here. Rather than spending more time, it could be weeks, months, years, and rather than spending more money and making more mistakes, right now you have the opportunity in front of you to skip all that and get help right now by going to this URL and scheduling a call. Why keep making the same mistakes? You get to be around somebody that's actually been there, done that. And I think that's super important. We've already made, like, literally all the mistakes that you can make, so you don't have to. We already know the repeatable process to get you to 20,000 a month, then to 50,000 a month, then 100,000 a month, and well beyond. We can help you. Next month, we know we're going to generate around 1,000 leads, and we're going to sign up 15 new clients. We know it like clockwork because we built this system, we vetted this system, we dialed this system in. And I'll tell you, having this system in your business is freaking amazing. It truly is. It's the best feeling in the world. It truly, truly is. I love waking up. I love this business. I love helping people. And it's nice when you're in that zone. I wouldn't have it any other way. I promise you that. I'm making more money than I ever before. I'm helping more clients than I've ever before. And I'm happy. I am so damn happy. That's what it's all about. I want you to be happy like this. I want you to have that in your business. And I know it may seem impossible, but you can have it. So we did a survey at the beginning. We had some of you ask questions. So let's do a quick Q&A before we close this down. Um, so Julie asks, what's a good conversion rate? Julie, honestly, that depends. There's a lot of things that could have a conversion rate. First off, um, if you're talking about your opt-in, usually rule of thumb is 20%. A sales page 1 to 2%. But without any context to that, I'm sorry. There's just a lot of things that could have a conversion rate. I don't know if you're talking about Facebook ads. Are you talking about a landing page? Jeremy asked, how long does it take to see working results? What are you talking about? Results from working with us? Jeremy, you just need to jump on the call. That's what I'd recommend because it all depends on your business. If you have the right things in place, if you have a pretty good offer, and you have a few assets here and there that we could play off, you could be making money in as little as a few days. But that all depends. Because if you don't have those assets in place, if you don't have your client avatar dialed in, then it could take a little bit longer. It could take a few weeks. It could take a month or two. That happens. But it all depends on your specific scenario. But the best thing you could do, Jeremy, get on the phone, go to teachingonlinebusiness.com/VIP and schedule a time to talk. So Renee asked, I should just target one client avatar? Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. If you have multiple avatars, guess what that means? You need multiple messages, you need multiple offers, you need multiple funnels, you need multiple ads, multiple landing pages. It adds a lot of work. Plus, you only need to focus on one. Get that right, and then you grow. You don't try to target 5 or 6 avatars out the gate. That's a huge mistake. It's a mistake a lot of people make. The more you add on, the more complex it gets. And it's clarity more than anything that attracts your perfect clients. I promise you this. If you're not clear and have clarity in your message, you're going to push away the best clients. I promise you that. Just like multiple services. You need a priority focus. Exactly what we talked about. Again, book a call and we'll discuss it. Well, I think that's it. This was cool, right? So one more time, teachingonlinebusiness.com/VIP. Book a call. And yes, for those of you that stuck around to the end, we appreciate it. Here is your client attraction funnel. Go to teachingonlinebusiness.com/thanks. That's where you can get that. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you was taking notes. Put this system in place. We'd love to hear about the results that you get from using this model. So thank you again. Have an awesome one, and we'll catch you around.